Hello everybody and welcome back to Tales of the Wandering Bard for probably our last section here in Switzerland. So, you've decided that... Well, what did you say? What did you tell me during the break? That...
Well, the last point we left off, I became actually level 5.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned a lot in the last year.
Mm-hmm.
I've took a lot of notes. He taught me many spells. But I'm noticing he's I'm his property in his eyes. I don't like that feeling. It's kinda stopping me. I want to go out into the world. As far as I know, what's her name is? Elissa?
Alyssa?
Elissa is doing fine. Maybe. I don't even know. I would like to see her again.
Okay.
So, I will go make my way back to Elissa, and on my way get a real adventure, now that I'm properly equipped.
Okay.
And leave him behind.
So, how do you go about doing this?
First, I am researching his sleeping patterns. When does he sleep? Does he take overnight shifts? It sometimes work for days and then sleep for a long period of time.
Well, you're not quite sure, because sometimes he'll just disappear into his bedroom or the basement.
Just he goes in or I guess.
Yeah, he'll walk in, or you won't be able to find him somewhere, so he's either in his room or in the basement somewhere. And the two of you have taken some trips out to do other things together, but he will occasionally disappear for periods of time. You don't know if he's sleeping, if he's studying, if he's doing something he doesn't want you to know about, but he will disappear. It's hard to tell when he sleeps. Sometimes you'll see him stay awake for days on end doing things.
Right, I remember he's not a human anymore. He's some kind of creature I can't... He looks human, but he has a curse, he told me. He described it as a curse, so I'm just using that word. From where it comes from, it looks like another adventure that I'm not risking to take. Seems too dangerous.
So what are you going
to do? At one time where he goes to sleep, I need to check my spells. Well, I used a lot of magic in the meantime. I'm checking outdoors, with magical alarms. Do they have? Does he has a tracing spell only? Since that one incident where I disappeared, does he even care?
How do you detect a tracing spell on you?
That's why I detect magic. I'm not really sure. It's it gives me X-ray vision or something like this.
It will show you any signs of magic on something.
Yes.
But when you cast it in this tower, there's just everything is fucking magic in this tower. The walls are covered with magic. There's invisible things moving around. You've got a spell book. You can cast spells, so it shows you that you've got some bit of a magic aura. There's too much magic going on around to actually tell if you have a tracking thingy on you.
Yeah, I will take a potion of invisibility from him.
Okay, there's such a thing.
Yeah, or 2, I think. Yeah, why not? So I take 2 potions of invisibility with me. And what I'm using is... I have remembered... what exactly is Alter Self? I think I can become another creature that looks like me? Or is it...
the rules exactly.
Because, There's change self and alter self.
Okay. When the spell is cast, the wizard can alter his or her appearance and form, including clothing and equipment, to appear taller, shorter, thin, fat, or in between, human, humanoid, or any other generally man-shaped bipedal creature. The caster's body can undergo limited physical alteration, and her size can be changed up to 50% from if the selected form has wings. The wizard can actually fly, but only at 1/3 the speed of the true creature of that type, and with loss of 2 maneuverability classes.
Okay.
Yada 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 yada. So you can grow or shrink 50%.
For how long?
For 3d4 plus 2 rounds per level. Each round is a minute. So if you're level 5, it's 10 minutes plus 3d4 minutes.
I see. Okay, so this is just something for passing by. If I go into an inn and use this, it's a bit difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he's in his bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
I actually check the cellar.
The cellar door doesn't open. Yeah, like you
knock.
pull on it, you tug on it.
I use my second level spell knock.
Well, okay, if that's the case, then tell me which spells you memorize for that day.
Oh gosh.
You get 1 second level spell, which is knock, and you get 3 first level spells. So what are they?
Detect magic, which doesn't use any. Detect magic. Does it use component? Well, I have components. So
Yeah, you have the components.
detect
don't worry about
magic.
it.
Read magic, and unseen servant.
Okay.
I guess he has a super high level wizard spell. Or not.
Okay. So you cast knock on the door,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't budge. It does not open.
I'm remembering through all my year of school where I've exactly memorized all the spells.
Mm-hmm.
Which spell is more powerful than a knock magic spell?
At your level of knowing, you're not sure, but what you do, well, give me an intelligence check.
Oh, I have to figure out. Let's see. 30,
30?
16 plus 14.
Okay. The knock spell opens stuck, barred, locked, held, or wizard locked doors. It opens secret doors as well as locked or trick opening boxes or chests. It also loosens welds, shackles, or chains. If it is used to open a wizard locked door, the spell does not remove the former spell, but simply suspends its functioning for 1 turn. In all other cases, it permanently opens the locks or welds, although the former could be closed and locked again later. It does not raise barrier gates or similar impediments, such as portcullis, nor does it affect ropes, vines, and the like.
Like, in the midst of what I'm remembering, I'm like, opening it.
Hold on. Note the effect is limited by an area of blah 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 blah. Each spell can undo up to 2 means of preventing egress through a portal. Thus, if a door is locked, barred, and held, or triple locked, opening it requires 2 knock spells. In all cases, the location of the door and item must be known. Yada 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 yada. So you cast it on here. Nothing seems to happen. You go to tug it open, and it just it seems somehow stuck.
It's a mechanical mechanism that I can feel.
Or
Or is it still magically locked in place?
it feels like the door is budging, but not opening all the way. You get the impression that this is some sort of physical locking mechanism is blocking it.
Okay, this time I check for like keyholes for something. Did he push something when I watched him go down?
That was over a year ago.
Yeah, but I have
Precise.
perfect. Yes.
So give me an intelligence check, because that was a year ago and you weren't paying close attention at the time.
That's right.
And it was dim.
29.
Okay. You didn't see what's his name push anything. There didn't seem to be any extra actions. He just kind of like dragged himself there, and then with his long arm grabbed it and lifted up the thing. You're not sure.
Well, I'm checking for any signs of mechanisms. Perhaps it's a strength check. I try to pull even harder.
Okay. Give me a bend bars check. What is that? 4? Give me it to 4%. Actually, on D100 to try and bend bars. Yeah.
Come on, Lily girl, you can do it! No. 26.
Oh, no dice. You tug, you lift, you use all your strength. It doesn't work.
Man, being an adventurer is really hard.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't matter. I turn around and open the door of the tower.
To exit to the outside?
Yes.
Are you leaving without your child?
Yes.
Okay.
I am leaving with like 200 gold in the bag.
Okay. Please write down 200 gold.
And my gear that I would wear normally, which is a loot, scimitar, a longbow, clothes, custom-made leather, armor, and most of those stuff are lately made, but I'm just like that it looks good. I'm not trying to impress anybody.
Okay.
Not at the moment. Yeah, and my magic book, and I go outside. What do I see?
It is a forest. You've been here plenty of times. There's a small path that leads maybe 100 feet out into the woods and then it disappears.
Okay.
You more or less know the way to town. There are some stables nearby where you can pick up a horse, because there's a couple of horses. There's a cart if you need to pull large amounts of goods.
I go to the stable boy or stable master.
There is no person to man it. There's just...
I check the horse.
Oh, it seems happy.
Is there a black one?
No.
Okay. I take the horse that I have called Lily since I've got here. Lily the second.
Oh, give me 3d8 for its HP.
Oh, I see.
You need to roll new HP for new Lily.
14.
Nice.
Which is conveniently the same amount.
Oh. Very nice.
Lily the second. I will never forget the Lily the first, which I lost. It was a tragic story. I will put it into another song. Okay. And let's go into the next town. And there I will just check in the bar with the people who know me. We'll take like a drink. Is it like 1 day journey?
It's on horseback. Let's take a look at the map. The closest place is Koldar. And on horseback it should be about a day journey.
Sweet.
Let me just make some rolls here. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see.
I should have totally brought with me a fireball scroll or something.
That might have been useful.
But that would be like an adventure with crutches. No, that wouldn't be fun.
You might need crutches. So, you are trudging through this forest on the back of Lily the Second.
Lily the second. Her name is so fluffy.
I want you to roll me a surprise check. It's a D10, and if you roll 1, 2, or 3, you are surprised.
A 3.
Okay, you are both surprised. So you're kind of trotting along your horse, humming his tune to yourself, thinking about, whatever it is that you think about. When you come kind of up over a crested hill and kind of down into an empty riverbed, and you're stunned as you see standing before you about 15 orcs. And they kind of look up over their shoulders and look at you. And you look at them, and they look at you, and you see that they've got a dead deer at their feet. And then there's a... roll me initiative.
I speak Goblin. Do I recognize the shout like a kill her or something like this?
No, you don't recognize the language. It sounds like Goblin-ish, but it definitely sounds like a different dialect of... Wait, no. No, there's no crossover between Orc and Goblin at all. Yeah. I need you to roll me an initiative roll, just a d10, because there's too many of them. I have them all go at once.
How far away are they starting?
Like 20 feet. They're just like, you're at the top of this riverbank and about to go down into it, and they're just right there in front of you. What'd you roll?
9.
Oh, shit. They go first. I told you it was an interesting series of dice rolls.
Yes.
Okay.
I can see it.
You're standing here looking at these orcs very surprised. On all the times you've traversed this forest, you've never seen anything come your way.
This is inconvenient.
It's extremely inconvenient or extremely unlucky. Something. Maybe your
Maybe
mind
it's
is racing it.
Maybe just this god doesn't like me very much.
Maybe that somehow iron
be a
keeps
magic
them away.
crab?
Steel could keep them away. Maybe he lets them know he's coming. Maybe these are summoned by him. Your mind is racing, and before you know it, the orcs are around you. They have completely surrounded you and your horse. They've got spears, and 4 of them have crossbows.
Are they pointing exactly where I am?
Okay, so they
Like
some of them
in
come,
front of me, like.
There's 3 of them down the embankment. There's 3 of them behind you. There's 1 on either side. That's 3, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. No, then there's 5 with crossbows. You get a better count. There's only 13. But you are surrounded. Crossbows aimed at you. Spears aimed at, kind of at you and your horse. And the largest one goes, "You think you can walk through my forest?" Your turn.
I get off the horse.
Okay, the orcs keep their spears trained at you. As you
Super, I'm not phased at all.
Mhm.
I'm putting on my princess face.
Okay.
Which is hard to do for I'm an honest person. And I get off the horse.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, do you know this tower behind me? This is the tower of the great Aaron, the wizard. He will burn you and your whole tribe down if you don't let me go immediately. I am his apprentice, and he will kill you and puke your eyes out of his bourbon glass.
Give me a charisma check.
Like, I'm just expecting he's such a big deal, they don't want to mess with him. Maybe they've seen me before, some guys, I don't know. 13 plus 16 is 29.
The orcs seem to... They don't lower their spears, but there's some glances going around between them. And the leader puts down his crossbow and kind of motions for the other guys to put their crossbows, not uncock them, but just aim them towards the ground.
I'm satisfied.
And he says, "And why should I believe you?"
At this point, like, I'm just imagining what and it's like thoughts racing through my mind. Oh my god, how can I prove this? Then like, gosh, which spell could impress them? What read magic, detect magic, unseen servant. I will pay you a fee for letting me pass. Gold doesn't count for us. We have bigger goals. Let me go through. You can have it. And I give him like 25 gold, like just, yeah, it's fine.
"Give us the rest," he barks at you. "The whole bag. We'll let you go. If gold is truly nothing to you, then this should not be a problem."
Like, this is a moment where I think, am I, okay.
This is the ultimate dilemma of all PCs.
I start to sing. What I sing is the song of a beautiful forest and a big proud warlord of Nork, his tusks as big of those of the biggest boars who ever raced through the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And they hunted for deer and they hunted for elves and they got a lot of ears as well, their tears.
Mm-hmm.
And they fought for the forest and defended their homes from the stupid, evil humans who were trying to get them to watch them. They try to get the others to laugh a bit. And they say, but they have heard the tale of the brutal wizard. And the burnings and the smokings of the homes and women. Women. Great terror and pain has come down their reign, and they sealed up a pact. They keep the forest, he keeps the tower, never intervene with his power, and they will stay the king as long as he's the pope. Something like this.
The lead orc just leaves his crossbow in his left hand and walks up to you. Let me know if you want to do something, but he walks all the way up to you, like snout to snout. I guess he's taller than you, so
That's good.
Looking down, he growls.
I keep my cool as good as possible.
He reaches his hand to your bag of money and just pulls it off of your belt.
I don't react.
He takes it, turns around, and then barks something in Orcish. And the other orcs kind of take a few steps back. And then he walks down the dry creek to where the deer is, the rest of them follow, and the whole tribe just moves out.
How far away am I from the tower at this point?
2 hours.
I take the ride back.
Alright, 4 hours later, you're back at the tower. It's now the middle of the day.
I take 200 gold!
Alright, you take 200 more gold.
And I go back out!
And you head back out into the woods. Okay. I need you to roll me another d10 for a surprise check.
No!
Yeah.
Okay.
You rolled poorly on random encounters. Or very well, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, the other thing is I'm thinking, okay, I already said that I'm going out, but perhaps it would have been smarter to stay for the night. 5.
Okay.
I guess he wasn't impressed with my singing. Or have a really bad grub skill.
Okay.
4 hours
What
later.
did you roll on your die?
5.
5. Okay, so once again, you are riding through the woods.
There are 20 orcs.
No. When you see kind of off in the distance, maybe 300 feet, just at the very edge of your distance because of all the trees,
Yes.
you see coming towards you maybe a dozen very large goblinoid-looking things. You've been studying for years, or a year now. You know these to be hobgoblins right off the bat. But they spot you, and you spot them at the same time, and there's no surprise, and you've got a good distance apart. So let's just roll initiative to see action.
I'm imagining back the other few times I went to the town, what was different? Is it like the alignment of the stars? Is it like they always travel in packs of dozens in this forest, like super dangerous? Do I have I had guards or like?
Every other time you've always been with Iron.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they must have been like the presence of the bad with me.
It's uncertain how his presence has changed things, but without him here, you have definitely run into some baddies. Give me an initiative roll, and we'll see who goes first. 2. They go first. They rolled a 1. There's 300 feet out. They see you. Let me roll. Where is that table? Oh no! Here's my table. It's a 13. Okay. They spot you from a distance, and one of them cups his hands to his mouth and goes, "You there! Who are you that dare trespass in these woods?
I'm like face palming myself to see the distance.
What do you do?
What they see is me getting off my horse.
And?
They see 2 flasks. One gets hold against the horse. And the horse disappears.
Wait, what do you do? Tell me what
I
you
feed her
do.
the potion of invisibility.
You just like, here, horse, open up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give the horse a saving throw to avoid drinking the potion because it doesn't really want to, but you're trying to force it.
Now, if I can get did you say I have like something like animal friendship?
You do have an animal friendship spell. You can cast it once per day.
It's not.
It's not on the list. Yeah, we talked about it earlier, but it's for some reason never got written down.
Yeah, I would have used it. This seems like a useful thing to do, but I haven't even thought of it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you casting of an animal friendship spell instead of.
Yeah, so she drinks the potion. That's my.
Well, it would take a full round to cast the animal friendship spell.
Well, then I'm just gonna do the without the friendship. I'm sorry, Lily, the second. You might die soon. But it will be worth it, for I can survive.
So you uncork the potion. And like, come on, Lily, drink the potion, drink the potion. The horse goes and pulls his head back.
Stop horsing around.
The bottle falls to the ground and breaks.
You wasted it. Like they see a scene in the horizon, me talking to my horse, and I would proceed to drink my second.
Hold on. So while you're doing this, they approach you. How close do they get? They get to about 50 feet out.
Okay.
And you notice that. Notice about 4 of them have bows, and the remaining 6 have long swords and shields and breastplates. They're very well armored.
This is the worst day in my life.
Yeah.
No, I died once. This was worse. If I die here, this will be the worst day.
The lead one growls in a very rough common. You there, what are you doing here? We will kill you if you don't respond.
Oh, I'm passing the woods into the village. What are you doing here?
These are our woods.
Very beautiful woods, but I've heard something else. Like just 4 hours ago, I met 10 orcs here. This
he
big
spits on the ground. Orcish scum. They do not belong here. They are poachers in our woods, and we will rip their throats off.
Oh, please do. They were such meanies. They almost killed me. I had to give them all my gold. I have nothing left. And I actually tear up because I have such low willpower, and I want to tear up right now.
Then we will sell you into slavery. Put down your arms, or we will remove them by force.
Wait! I have a better idea. I got something for you. It's right there in the saddlebag. Can I get it for you?
Slowly, human.
Okay, I turn around.
Okay, you notice the archers pull back their bows very, very menacingly. What do you pull out of your saddlebags?
Fuck. This time, I got 3 bags.
What do you get?
A bag with 50 gold.
That you just grabbed a bag of 200 gold.
Yeah.
So you have a bag of 200 gold. It's not split into.
Oh man, I should really think of this before I go up.
Yeah, it's one big bag of 200 gold.
Okay, I grab a handful of gold. They see me shuffle inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I grab a handful of gold. And they see me putting down a few coins strip down. And I have a big smile in my hand. And I sing to them.
Wait, so you dig your hand in the saddlebag,
Yeah.
pull out all this money, and like put a few.
No, they fall down as I hold them,
Mm-hmm.
and I look at them, and I sing at them.
What do you sing?
What I'm trying. Okay, first my attention. My attention is, I want to make them happy. They should love. They should be like persuaded. They see all this gold, and they like this woman, so they are not going to fight immediately as soon as I do something funny. And I sing about this beautiful day where the strong and cool hobgoblins wandered through their forests, and they just came from the hunts, killing like big orc men,
Mm-hmm.
and and I sing about them like being like ferocious warriors, and in the meantime I let money rain on them. I sprinkle it into the crowd because I'm thinking they're like losing focus and trying to pick it up.
They don't lose focus. You throw money
God
at
damn
them,
it!
and the archers keep their bows aimed at you. The swordsmen have their hands on their sword. Well, actually, no. All their blades are drawn. They're kind of slowly just spreading out around you as you sing. The large one says, "I like her songs. We shall keep her as a slave rather than selling her." And then he says that in Goblin, which you recognize because their languages are close enough.
But why would you do that? So I tell to him in Goblin, don't you know who I am?
Even better! You speak our language? You will make an excellent slave and singer for us. You will entertain us in our halls.
I drink the potion.
Which one?
I only have magic invisibility potion. The other one.
Okay. I forgot how many potions you grabbed.
Yeah.
Alright, so you just like... Whoop, whoop. Okay, so as you go to drink the potion, the archers fire at you, seeing you like... Roar. So they release their arrows at you,
God damn it!
13
for starting letter. Unless you give me bonus for super custom.
No,
Okay.
no. You get one hit and one crit on you.
God damn it!
Oh, that's 15 points of damage. Is that exactly your
That's
HP?
exactly my HP.
That's exactly your
That's
HP?
exactly my HP.
Oh my god, give me a saving throw versus death.
This is the worst day of my
Oh
life.
my god, these rolls are perfect.
A D20?
A d20 and you want to roll that or higher.
18.
Okay, you pass. Okay,
Okay,
you put the potion to your, as you're like uncorking the potion and lifting it, you feel 2 arrows lodge into you, one into your chest, one into your hips. You fall to the ground and lose consciousness.
This hurts.
When you wake up, you're in chains. You're in a filthy, dirty hovel that looks like it was, poorly made by some other creature. You look around, you have no gear on you, you're stripped completely naked, your hands, your ankles and wrists are chafed from the iron collars around them. There's a long table with hobgoblins feasting and laughing. You see patch marks on you where you've been stitched up.
How good does it look?
The work?
Yeah.
The stitching, it's okay. It's not bad.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. From what you've read, hobgoblins are the smartest and most advanced of all the goblinoid races. They usually have very good weapons and gear. They actually make their own stuff in addition to stealing things and whatnot. They're pretty smart. And I think we'll have to continue the saga of Sarah with someone else. I think we're going to end on you getting captured by hobgoblins and being enslaved. You are their Princess Leia at this point.
Yes!
You're the Princess Leia to their Jabba the Hutt right now.
This is the best day of my life.
Oh, those rolls at the end, man. Those rolls.
There will be a song about me becoming the most valuable princess in the world. Being stuck in the tower, getting out, fucking a wizard, then becoming her apprentice, becoming learning a lot of stuff, and having money to no ends. And then I want to leave, and everything turns on me.
Those rolls,
this is the
man.
best adventure
that
ever happened.
So just to show you guys how those rolls, there's a 75% chance that you'll run into something in a forest, but only a 35% chance that you'll run into two things. A 10% chance that you're going to run into three things. You rolled, when I made my check,
Yes.
it was a 13. You almost had 3 encounters. And then you rolled pretty high on, you rolled average for the hobgoblins, pretty high on the orcs.
Mm-hmm.
And then the surprise rolls were ridiculous, and that attack, I mean, you can see that 6, 6, and 3, that's 15. It was the luck, man. That's unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the woods are dangerous, and now I guess
Yes.
as you're sitting here in change, like maybe this is why he wasn't worried about me escaping.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is pretty dour situation.
It's
so shouldn't smile that much.
Yeah. These woods are very dangerous.
Very dangerous. This is still the best adventure in my whole life. This is exactly what I wanted, but not like this.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. You just wonder if he's ever going to come back for you now that he's got his child from you.
Nah, he's a bastard.
Yeah, he is.
But I can tell him, is it?
Okay.
Yeah, if he comes up, I will tell him.
Alright, well, is there anything else you want to say or do? Any last words or shout? Oh my god, stop beeping my computer. Oh my god. Is there anything else you want to say before we sign off for the night?
Like, I'm just one last thought. With having a super precise memory, can I remember spells?
No. Once you get knocked to 0, you forget your spells. They do not stay with you. The process of memorizing spells isn't just like learning this thing. You're reciting these things that actually locks magical energies into your brain in certain patterns.
Okay.
So when you're knocked unconscious, those patterns break and shatter and disappear.
When I wake up, I cannot learn them without my spell book.
You need your spell book.
And I cannot write them down unless I have something to write them down.
Right. Yeah, you would need like considerable amount of time if you wanted to like write them down and memorize them.
So yeah, I cannot memorize without a spell book.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work this way.
Right.
Okay. Well, the next guy who plays Sarah Armstrong on her awesome adventure. Good luck. You need it.
Yeah, you will. Alright, that's it for Tales of the Wandering Bard. We will see you next time in Landau, Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
This was Solmalar and
Koivu. From Switzerland, which is not Sweden.
Which is not Sweden.
Just not Sweden. Guys.
Remember
Not that I've ever made that mistake. But
he didn't.
Good man. Alright, goodbye everybody. See you later.